Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast.
From the Sugar Shack Studios in Houston, Texas, USA, it's the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Just ahead, Lone Star Street Rod Association update from Jackie Hanson. Jeff has the cruise in and events calendars, and we'll have the stories making automotive news headlines this week. Howdy! Along with Mike out of this world, Mars, we always need more Jeff Zekin, Chief Engineer David Ainsley. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us. We're starting to put things together for the fall extravaganza of cruise-ins and car shows and all of that. But you know what? We're also looking forward to spring, believe it or not. Because we got to kind of book things far out in the future. And one of the events that we go to,
because we're far out, man,
is really a cool event. And I couldn't encourage you enough to make reservations now to go to a thing called the Lone Star Street Rod Association State Run.
Yes.
It's a meeting, a gathering, if you will, of folks. And they've been doing it for several years now up at Granbury. And we have been privileged enough to be invited to go and do our broadcast from there. And it's probably one of our favorite places.
Yeah.
Bunch of guys, most of them are kind of like our age. Well, not all of them, but
some of them.
And they have some very cool vehicles. One of those guys who apparently has weaseled his way into some higher up kind of category there with I see a grin on his face. I don't know whether he's the president or, the chief potentate. I don't know what he is.
Yeah.
Well, but his name is...
I can tell you what he is.
He's a fireman. He's a fireman, and his name is Jackie Hanson. And Jackie, it's good to see you, my friend.
We can see your thumb.
Jackie's
There you go.
guys.
There you got it.
Do what? Are you traveling down the... Well, it's good to see you, too. Are you parked next to a cow pasture out there?
Uh-oh.
He can't hear us. It's frozen. It's out. He's out there in the middle.
Let's go back to this.
He's back there out in the middle of nowhere. Mr. Mars, you're going to have to work on getting him all fixed up there because we can't.
All right.
Now,
Jackie, we can't hear you and you're freezing up and all that.
Next
you need to get out of the damn car.
Next year's the 50th anniversary, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yes, it is.
It's the 50th.
Next year's the 50th.
It's the 50th anniversary.
Have we been invited to go back?
Yes.
We have?
Yes. And it's the 50th anniversary of the state run. COVID, they had to skip a year in COVID.
Right.
So the organization's actually 51, but it's the 50th.
Okay. All right.
And I got to find a phone number here.
Mike's
for
working
Jackie.
working on getting them back.
Yeah. All right. Mike's going to work on getting it back. Anyway, so very cool cars, most of which are actually driven to the event. And there is a limit on the age of the car there. So you can't bring, your 2024 Alfa Romeo Giulia.
Yeah.
That won't fly. No. But lots of classics, a lot of restomods. Let's underscore restomods because I think that those are the cars, and I actually have a restomod. My Corvette is a restomod because it's got stuff on there that the car didn't come with.
Right.
It's got a spoiler on the back that doesn't go with the year model.
You got,
it's got
the shifters and the wheels and all that.
Yeah, all that stuff. So mine's a restomod too, but not to the point where these guys have put tens of thousands of dollars new LS engines in a car that came with some six-cylinder in it.
It's a straight line.
Straight line six. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I love those.
But not only the car show, but the city of Granbury itself, the town of Granbury.
It's very
incredible.
Cool.
It's good for you take your wives, your girlfriends, your spouses up there. There's things to do all over the place.
Don't take them both at the same time.
Yeah, don't do that. Not only that, but getting there because you got to go through all the Texas towns, either direction coming in north, south, east, west. To get there is very, very nice. It's relaxing. You can stop at these small towns.
I will tell you that there is a town going from south to north, kind of through the hill country, on up north toward Granbury, called Yoakum. If you ever get a chance to drive through Yoakum, Texas, I promise you will love Yoakum, Texas. A small town. It's got the little town square. It's got the grade school out just on the edge of town, and it is just a truly a wonderful place. And Granbury is like that. Granbury is kind of like Dallas-Fort Worth's getaway place.
Yeah.
It's the weekend place instead of going to Lake Conroe,
Right.
which is now part of Houston, really. This is Lake Granbury, and it's just absolutely wonderful to go to.
Absolutely.
And I don't want to oversell it because, you say, oh, it's one of them Texas towns. I don't care.
Yeah.
But it really is. It's a fun place to visit. Do we have him now? Jackie?
Well, if he doesn't move,
Jackie, don't move. Don't move your lips. Don't move.
But you
nothing.
He's got to move his
unmute.
lips. He's got to.
Can we hear you now? Talk.
no, he's muted. He muted himself again.
You muted yourself again.
Hold
Jackie.
a sign up. Muted.
Muted. All right. Well, at any rate, so they've got
I need
some
him to
big.
call.
They've
Let
got
me work on that.
Okay, you work on that.
He's waving at you.
They're up there for some sort of big cavalry meeting with the Lone Star
Pre-planning.
Street Reg Association. Yeah. Well, where are we going to put those idiots with that car show this year? We're going to put them over there underneath the picnic table. Yeah, let's do that.
That's our spot.
Well, it is our spot.
That's our spot.
Well, and I think that it worked out really well last year because we did away with the backdrop and we had the cars
As the backdrop.
as the backdrop, and
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I hate to see our backdrop if we got all these cars. The cars ought to be the backdrop. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
The people and the cars.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of places to eat around there. It's a big park. There's a lake. It's a 23-mile distance.
It's
lake.
a long ways. It's a long,
lake.
skinny lake.
Yeah, homes on the shores and
And they have lake tours. You can get on a boat and go on a
Yep.
lake tour. You
Absolutely.
can also do dinner on the lake. They got
Yeah.
a boat that you can get on there and eat while you're going up and down the lake. I haven't
Yep.
done that yet.
No,
Maybe next year.
Let's do that.
All right.
And we actually need to spend another day.
We really do.
We do. We need to spend another
last
day.
year, I kind of coupled it with my vacation.
Right.
So,
Well, yeah, last year was different because you did do that. Yeah.
yeah, I flew into DFW Airport on the Friday, then drove from DFW down to Granbury for our Saturday show.
Well, you actually flew to Denver. You spent time with your
Correct.
daughter.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so on the way back, that's where we stopped. Left the car at DFW. And I'll tell you what, getting out of DFW Airport, what? You think it's bad here at Houston? Oh, my God. No. DFW, I remember actually as a thank you, Mike, as a guy that was in the media back in the day, this is about 1972, DFW had a big media event on the grand opening of DFW Airport. And me and my buddy Hal Eisner, who's been a reporter out in Los Angeles for decades now, he's well known out there. He works for the Fox station out there in L.A. He and I went, and we had an absolute blast. And there was a guy from Beaumont, Jack Piper. And for those people that are listening in Beaumont, everybody knows who Jack Piper is. He's retired now, but a great broadcaster, great news guy. And so we all kind of hung out together up there, but that was 72, 73, somewhere in there. It was out in the country. It was even in the country. This was in another country out there at the time.
Country.
But now,
Two countries.
Yeah, Dallas and Fort Worth have kind of closed in on it.
Yeah, and Granbury's about 40 minutes southwest of Fort Worth, something like that.
Yeah.
Roughly.
Well, not that day that we drove down there.
No, not that
because
day.
that was a Friday, and everybody was trying to get out of town, headed to Granbury, so we got caught up in all that traffic. But, it's a circus to get there, as it is most places these days.
How are we doing with that?
I got a feeling that he's not going to work out for us.
Uh-oh.
He should be right there.
Okay, well, why don't you put your headset on so you can hear us?
Pot him up.
All right.
He's going to do audio?
Jackie,
Yeah, just
can we
gonna be
hear you
audio.
now?
Jackie,
I hear you.
Yeah?
you need to hang up your iPad. You got an echo going, dude.
Hold on.
God. Working with old people and technology is enough to make anybody pull out their hair.
Watch it. I remember.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to
Watch
hang.
that old people thing. I remember seeing a post by one of you guys the other night about drinking Boone's Farm.
Yeah, that would be me. And
I didn't say any names.
I know, but I proudly admitted that in the confessional that it was Boone's Farm, and it was my buddy at Richardson Chevrolet, and he needed a ride home. He lived down in the 3rd Ward, and I had Mom's Buick, and it was a relatively new Buick, and it was all washed up always. And I said, Stan, I'll be more than happy
Well, I'm glad
to.
you made it safely.
Yeah,
You've been a
I
great
made it down
friend
there
and
safely. I don't know how I made it home because Stan treated me, his way of thanking me for taking him home that day, with a bottle of ice-cold Boone's Farm. And he had one and I had one. I had no clue. I'd never drank it before in my life.
A whole bottle?
The whole damn bottle. It was pretty darned ugly. But you know what? It was a memory. Well, part memory. I remember drinking it, but I don't know how I got home. But that's beside the point. Anyway, Jackie, it's good to talk to you. We don't have your picture up, but at least we can hear you. So we're just going to go with that. All right?
That's fine.
So let's talk about Lone Stars. Huh? Go ahead.
I am actually 40 miles from Granbury, fixing to be there for our summer meeting to discuss the goods and the bads of 2024 event.
There are no bads.
And then to discuss. There's a few.
Okay, well. So are you on the board of directors?
I am the South Texas director, which means that my territory starts in Corpus, and it cuts all the way across to Texas, to Texarkana, and everything south of that line is mine.
Texarkana is at the border by Arkansas, sir. So I don't quite exactly understand the South Texas designation to that because that ain't south.
Well, if you start in Corpus and you go all the way to Texarkana, draw a line across Texas.
Yep.
Everything from in that area,
east,
Beaumont, Corpus, Victoria, Tyler, Ennis. I'm the man. Yep. The myth and the legend.
Yes, I was just going to say, yes, you are all of that and more. We're showing some video of Lone Star Street Rod Association. So the big meet there in Granbury that we all attended this past, was it May?
June. Second weekend of June.
May,
in May.
Second weekend of June. Always the second weekend of June.
Got it. Sir. Well, good time was to be had by all. So anything special you guys are doing for this upcoming event in 2025?
Well, we're really going all out. You did mention a while ago about the year. We upped the year models of the cars to a rolling 25 years. So we'll be adding. Used to be if you had a car that was a 73 or 74, you couldn't come. But we're realizing that, and one of y'all mentioned age. Yeah, we're getting old, and the cars are getting older. So we're trying to broaden our horizon of newer people. That's probably in their 40s and 50s instead of 60s and 70s, and actually bring in some young guns. And so Tammy Dooley in the city of Granbury, we're going to go all out for the 50th. Last year's event, well, we were formed in 74. 16 guys got together and said, hey, let's do this. And they had a vision to start a car club that wasn't just a local club in, the city they were in. It was a state event and just have a family affair.
Yeah.
And that's what we developed into now, just a great weekend. It's kind of like two things that we look at it this way. It's either a family reunion, your aunts, your uncles, your cousins, your nieces, your nephews,
ex-wives,
or it's just like a company. Ex-wives, yeah.
Because they probably own half the cars now that they're ex-wives.
Yeah, that's the thing about me having two cars. I actually having three cars. I can give her the two I don't like, and I get to keep the other one.
There you go. All right. So what is the cutoff on the car year?
Ooh, you would have to ask that while I'm driving down the road. Just take 2024 and back up 35 years. So it's
okay.
I think about a 1994 because isn't it 30 years, Jackie?
94, yeah. So if you have a car older than a 94, you're welcome to come.
And if you don't have a car older than 94, you can come and look.
Or go buy one.
You can still come and look.
Yeah. Because I would imagine
if you bring...
Go ahead.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was going to say, because I'll bet you, as a car guy, you know as well as I do, everything's for sale. It just depends on how much you're willing to pay. And
yeah, sure.
And so I'm thinking this year, something different for me. Thinking about bringing the 2001 Corvette, not to enter it into any kind of competition there at the state run, but at least it'll be a nice ride to take up there, something different for me from in the past.
Yeah, take it out and stretch its legs a
Stretch
little
its
bit.
legs a
There you
little
go.
bit. Yeah, so that.
And you're welcome to bring it, because I will personally invite you to attend I guess we're going to call it a rod run. At 1 o'clock on Saturday, we get together with the police escorted ride, and we go to several assisted living centers there in Granbury.
There you go.
And the people who can't get out, the health reasons or, medical reasons.
They get the car show brought to them.
They get the car show brought to them. It's police escorted through the city. It's just a great.
We need to get
the
the dang fire department involved in that, and at least get a pumper out there or something.
Well, something. And I'm not gonna, me being a fireman guy. 2 years ago, we had a great fire truck, an antique fire truck, come out there, and then this year something happened with the fire department, and I don't know if it's logistics or whatever. They didn't get to bring the fire truck out there. They did participate. They did pick out a car that they liked as their favorite. They just didn't get to bring the fire truck. And so if you do come and you bring your kiddos, they had all kinds of coloring books and fire safety things for the kids. And so it made it more of a family event, for something, it's an old car or whatever. So we had a great time with the fire department and the police department. And then last year, the sheriff's department was there.
We need to take the cruise on the way back. On the way back from the old folks' home, we need to take it through the police and fire department parking lots. Just roll through.
There you go.
Yeah. I don't. You have to realize that old cars get hot easy.
Well, I'm familiar with that. I'm having hot flashes right now just talking about it.
But the thing is, Jackie, Don's not used to being around all them flashing lights unless he's the center of attention.
Yeah, in the back seat.
When you said police escort, everybody cringed.
Yeah, exactly. So it's Lone Star Street Rod, LSSRA.com, and Facebook page and all that.
Our Facebook page, yes, sir. And we have a great Facebook page. And it's a great event to have there in Granbury. Like I say, this will be our 50th event.
Yep.
The city of Granbury rolls out you hear people say, well, we're going to roll out the red carpet for you. The Visitors Bureau there in Granbury rolls out the plush red carpet.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's just a fantastic event. Well, you guys were there last year talking about all the beautiful restaurants, the beautiful downtown, all the great vendors downtown, the boutiques and stuff like that. There's a place there in town called Divine Wine. Great sponsor of the event.
I think we were there.
She has live music on Friday night. So it's something just all kinds of things.
I know, and we sure appreciate you being tardy to the party. But we thank you for joining us anyway, and we're going to let you go and get into your meeting because I know you're chomping at the bit to get into
the minutes.
Reading the minutes, do that. Jackie, it's great to talk to you, my friend.
Hey, we appreciate you guys. We really do. I mean, I've been a supporter of Wheel Time for way before I was an LSSRA guy. And, of course, guys know the history of me being the deer slayer and stuff like that. So.
Yeah.
But it's great that we're friends.
Yeah, I know.
And that's what makes the LSSRA great.
We'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much.
Take care.
Jackie Hanson with Lone Star Street Rod Association. Hey, if you're looking for a good talk show, you found it right here. In Wheel Time, available 24/7 through the iHeartRadio app. Just look for In Wheel Time Car Talk. Grab a podcast anytime from your favorite podcast provider. We also video stream live our 2-hour weekly show on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues after this quick break.
The original group of Lupe Tortilla restaurants will have you telling your family and friends just what the original recipe means when it comes to the best fajitas in Southeast Texas. Founder Stan Holt invites you to visit the first Lupe Tortilla near I-10 and Highway 6. Here is the original house that inspired the design of all the rest and the original charm that helped make Lupe Tortilla the go-to destination for Houston Tex-Mex. Nothing can compete with the original lime pepper marinade that everyone will agree makes Lupe Tortilla award-winning beef fajitas the best anywhere. Lupe Tortilla Katy is another location that gives you the same quality and service Houstonians have come to expect at Lupe's. It's located on 99 the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard in Katy. Find yourself in Aggieland? Head to the Lupe Tortilla in College Station. Located just around the corner from Kyle Field, it's a great place to enjoy those famous frozen margaritas before or after the game. Going to Louisiana, the Lupe Tortilla in Beaumont is on I-10, so you can't miss it. The original group of Lupe Tortilla restaurants has the best Tex-Mex anywhere, and you're invited anytime. Your car is a direct reflection of you, so don't be satisfied with color fade or a dingy, dull appearance. Get rid of those terrible automated car wash scratches. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your Save the Paint company. John Gray and his team of detailing experts can help your cars finish without a full repaint. Searching for the real experts in window tint or windshield protection? Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Dash cams, radar detectors, Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Got a new car? Get that thing protected as soon as you take delivery. If you don't know which of the multitude of protection products to go with, John Gray will give you an honest opinion and won't sell you something you don't need or can't afford. John will help you understand the many options and pricing right on the spot. He's your guy to have your ride looking its best and protected too. See the state-of-the-art shop yourself. Free tours anytime. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is easy to get to, located just south of the Southwest Freeway on the Sam Houston Parkway. Gulf Coast Auto Shield, full-service luxury car care today, and online at gcautoshield.com.
Hey, thanks for joining us today on the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Time now for Jeff's Cruise-In and Events calendar.
Yeah, buddy. These are going to go on next Saturday, August 31st. You've got Pride of America Labor Day show because it's coming up on Labor Day. It is at 310 Texas Avenue in Kemah, Texas from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It is a Pride of America Labor Day show happening. The event is sure to be fun-filled for daytime car enthusiasts, spectators alike, free parking, $20 registration fee if you want to enter your car, and, of course, all the proceeds go to a good event.
Where is it?
It is in Kemah, 310 Texas Avenue next Saturday.
Okay.
Also next Saturday, you've got the Family Cruise In at 3 Acres Food Truck Park. That is at 10648 FM 1764 in Santa Fe. That's from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., so it's an evening run. Yeah, pet-friendly atmosphere. You don't need to register. Just bring it out there. $5 parking to get in there for everybody, so there's no discrimination there. And then Sunday, September 1st, you got the Woodlands Cars and Coffee, which is a regular weekly event out there. That's at the Market Street of Woodlands, and it's at 9595 Six Pines Road in Spring. Weekly car meetup in Werdon, Willis.
What you talking about,
That's
Willis?
at the D&M True Value. We all know about that. It's a weekly event. And also next weekend is the Avalon Diner, which is
Chrome and Coffee.
There you go.
Yeah,
so that's
9
going
to
on there.
noon.
9 to noon. So far as events going on, we've got an action-packed. Don's been talking about them all over the place. September 28th, Woody's Waterfront Car Show, San Leon. Confirmed that we're going to be there.
Yeah.
You've also got some things. We're kind of looking at some Spring Branch stuff with Mike. We got the Hemi Hideouts coming up for us as well. So there you go.
Yeah, it's going to be in November.
It's going to be a busy fall.
Yep.
It is.
I like it.
So
fall is cool.
So just sit back, absorb the heat, know darn good and well that it's going to be hot until we start our road trip stuff. Could you close that door for me, please?
There you go.
Yeah, appreciate it. All right. Auto lenders, this is not good news, denied nearly 1 in 5 consumers seeking a vehicle loan during the 12 months ending in June. A larger rejection rate than a year earlier, according to data from the Federal Reserve Bank of New York's latest Credit Access Survey. A larger proportion had applied with credit scores of 680 or lower, 19% compared with 13% a year ago. So you better get your credit score in order if you're going to go buy yourself a new car. Otherwise, if you can get the loan, it's going to be sky high. Volkswagen of America, their ID Buzz electric minivan will start at $61,545, including shipping.
Hubba.
A sticker price significantly higher than the average transaction price of rivals powered by internal combustion engines and hybrids, as well as the industry-wide average for new vehicles. VW appears to be loading up the retro-style vehicle, i.e. minivan, which will be the first electric passenger minivan in the U.S. when it arrives by year-end. The rear-wheel drive ID Buzz will have a range of 234 miles, and all-wheel drive models are rated at 231 miles of range. The Pro S Plus starts at 65 for the rear-wheel drive and 69 for all-wheel drive. I'm sorry, I'll pass. I like the look of it, but
I thought, man, that thing is going to sell like hotcakes.
Not now.
It'll be expensive.
Nobody's going to buy that. Not for that kind of money. Are you kidding? I am so sorry.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Yeah, me either. And Ford Motor Company again shifting its electrification strategy, canceling long-planned three-row electric crossovers and delaying its next-generation full-size electric pickup by 18 months as it dials down spending on full battery-powered products. The automaker on August 21st said the changes in its plans could cost up to $1.9 billion.
Wow.
Billion with a B.
Including a $400 million non-cash charge related to canceling the crossovers that it previously had postponed from 2025. Instead of those EVs, Ford now plans to build a family of hybrid three-row crossovers, but didn't say where or when they would come to market. CFO, Chief Financial Officer, John Lawler, gets an F. He said that the vehicles would offer a range of propulsion options, but did not elaborate because he's fixing to lose his job.
Uh-oh.
Well, don't you think he should?
Yeah.
All those people that are out of work. Way to go, Ford.
Nice job.
Golly, what's wrong with those people? All right. We're going to take a quick break. We'd love to hear from you. Shoot us an email. The address here is info@inwheeltime.com. We're back and close out today's show right after this.
ProAm Auto Accessories has been serving Houston's auto enthusiasts since 1984, providing world-class products for sports cars, European sedans, and American muscle. ProAm is known as the place to go to find exclusive and hard-to-find parts and accessories. ProAm is one of the very first distributors in the USA for brands such as Recaro, Redline, Momo, Corbo, and Simpson. Located in the heart of Houston's premier retail and service corridor, the Galleria area, ProAm's walk-in storefront includes an 8,000-square-foot warehouse, showroom, and installation bays. ProAm not only sells parts and accessories, but also offers installation and service. ProAm is now reaching a worldwide audience through ProAm.com, taking its local reputation to the rest of the world. At ProAm Auto, you'll be dealing with a small group of professionals who truly want to help you with your automotive needs. If you don't see what you're looking for on the website, call and ProAm will lend you a hand. ProAm Auto, 6125 Richmond at Green Ridge in Houston's Galleria area. Call them at 713-781-7755. The award-winning In Will Time Car Talk Show brings you great guest interviews each week from manufacturers and suppliers to the aftermarket, racers, enthusiasts, and other friends just like you and me who love to talk about all things automotive. The In Will Time Car Talk Show takes it to the road, too, with remotes at Tailpipes and Tacos, Woody's Waterfront Car Show, and the Hemi Hideout. In Will Time's live video and audio stream can be found on the iHeartRadio app, YouTube, Facebook, and InWheelTime.com every Saturday, 10 a.m. to noon Central Time, or grab a podcast anytime from your favorite podcast provider.
Well, that's it for this week's In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Be sure and check out our website, InWheelTime.com. Follow us on Facebook. Give us a like. Tell your friends about us and share our stuff if you would. We'll keep you connected to all things automotive all week long. Hey, we'd love to hear from you. Our email address is info@inwheeltime.com. And if you want to use your fingers or hands, put them on video. Send it to us, and we'll share it on the air. Oh, and send some video of your hot rod while you're at it, too.
There you go.
When you're looking for award-winning car talk, you can find the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app. Grab a podcast anytime from your favorite podcast provider. And don't forget, we live stream the show on Facebook, YouTube at InWheelTime.com every Saturday from 10 to noon Central Time. The In Wheel Time video technical director is We Always Need More, Jeff Zekin. For booking agent, video editor, and people finder, Mike Out of This World Mars, and chief engineer David Ainsley, I'm Don Armstrong. Hey, we hope you'll join us next week here on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. That's going to be Saturday, August 31st from 10 a.m. to noon Central Time on all of our In Wheel Time Car Talk outlets. Stay cool. Have yourself a great weekend. We'll see you next week.
That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.